that has to tear everyone down around her so they feel less than her. And that's pretty damn low. You know, after losing your house, your business, you know, I would be pretty pissed off too. But I don't think I would stay on here, honestly. I think I would step away. But maybe I wouldn't. Who knows? Oh, Debbie's the bad guy? Well, maybe she is, but that's no one's business. I just want him to be happy.
Okay, so what the fuck did I miss?
Well, I was trying to say that the other Debbie with the 2 B's, the better bitch, the best bitch, you know, if you and her got back together and you were both happy, then I'd be happy for you. Okay, it sounded like you guys were cool with each other, comfortable. And then, of course, Dumpster and I threw some punches. It's okay.
So what would you know about mine and Debbie's relationship aside from what I've told you?
Other than what I've heard, the interactions between the two of you, which I thought you sounded pretty chill, and she sounded chill with you. See, I don't have a lot to go on there because I don't ask you about her. You know, other than you had a lady in your life and you were happy. And that's good with me. You're happy, I'm happy.
Well...
Yeah, I'm not getting into your business. She's like, getting into his business. Oh, I have a nice voice? Well, I have a bitch voice, too, and I saved that just for you, Dumpster. But then again, you're not important enough to hate anymore. Move on.
Wow.
So, I don't know. It's never going to change with that person. It's just not.
You guys seem to harbor a lot of resentment towards each other.
I just want her to leave me the fuck alone. I mean, I know she says that about me, but I'm not hunting down her kids and trying to find out where they live. She seems convinced that my older child's had a sex change and lives in Stillwater. No, absolutely not.
Wow.
My daughter's in high school.
Did she have a sex change?
No.
Or she is a lesbian?
I don't think she's a lesbian. You know, she doesn't date, she just studies. I mean, she's very focused on scholarships right now. And, you know, and they're even going to film this Human Rights Award because she'll be there too. So I'm hoping for good things in the near future.
Did you call Child Protective Services on Heather?
Never. Yeah, she just wants to believe, and maybe someone did call on her, but it wasn't me. Yeah, I'd be more concerned about the Dumpster being around that child, just based on the court records that I've seen, that she was not to be left alone with that child. I mean, that's pretty big.
Well, you seem pretty hostile towards Debbie, I must say.
Well, it just gets tiresome. I get people that send me things. Oh, she's doing this, she's doing that.
But
and then I
today,
hear 3-hour, 5-hour marathon shows.
But
it's just a haterade.
Okay, but today, and you were certainly welcome, but when you come into the show today, nobody was talking about you, and you know, and you started right into her. But
well, no, she slung something at me, and I slung back. See, it's always that way. Either I swing first or she swings first. Somebody swings first, right? And then the other person reacts, you know. And sometimes I just try to ignore her. She'll say little snide remarks that I know what she's talking about. No one else does, but I know. You know, it's like two old church ladies bickering with each other. It's just not necessary.
Okay, you know, I just happened to notice that today you seem to be the first one to be aggressive. That's all.
Well, I guess I could look back, and it was from the chat, though. I'm like, really, bitch? That's the thought I had. I can't remember what it was, but really, bitch? You know, because it's tiresome. You know I have a lot more to my life. I would assume she does, but, you know, it seems like if it's not me that she's hating on someone else. You know, pretty soon she's going to burn all these bridges, and she's going to be alone.
Well, actually, the one angry Jew the last couple of days has been trying to make up with her.
Well, I mean, that's cool if he wants to let bygones be bygones and move on. I mean, I wouldn't want him against me. I think if he did offer something, that she should have taken him up on it.
Okay, so let's see here. You write, when you first came into the chat, you wrote, "Hey, Shill, what's up?"
Okay.
Then you wrote, "Mr. White, Shill is talking, what a dish. Can I call in? I have plenty of pills that I can use right now. Nice.
That I can't
Was
use.
one
Yeah.
angry Jew right about you?" Red says, "Hey, Angela. Loved One Angry Jew's podcast this morning. He was right about Dumpster's mother. Had her father been a real man, he would have protected her. Shit happens. Time to move on." So, not at any time from the first time you post till you wrote all that did Debbie Daly write or say anything.
Was one angry Jew right about you? I meant about your breakup. I was like shocked. I was shocked when I heard about that. I think she took that as against her, but that's okay.
And then Debbie writes, "I get up to get some coffee and look." And then you write, "Coffee at this hour?" And then
it was like noon.
And then you guys started going at her. So
yeah.
But you know, sometimes it's me and sometimes it's her.
Okay.
You know, at least I can own what I do.
Listen to her lie.
The one angry Jew was talking about me again, was he?
Well, yeah, he was talking about your breakup.
What
And I was shocked. I was listening really
So
early.
what's his take on it?
The other kid to school, well, he thought it was sad.
It is.
And he started talking about you doing drugs in front of a 13-year-old boy. I didn't quite get all that. So,
Yeah, I don't know when I was doing that, but
well, apparently you talked about it on the Dumpster Show. I didn't know if he was making that up, or maybe it was a joke, and maybe a bad joke you were making. I mean, you wouldn't do. I mean, he was talking like it was hard drugs.
what's that?
He was talking about it like you were doing hard drugs. I listened to the last.
Yeah, what he was probably making reference to was when I was talking about when me and my wife broke up and about how my boy was living with me and how I didn't keep my shit together real well, and I was, getting back into hard drugs and stuff. And then the boy ended up going to live with his mother. But at no time did I do any drugs in front of him. I was doing them on the weekends and stuff when he wasn't around.
Well, I would listen to it so you can hear it for yourself instead of saying.
Nah, I don't think I'll listen.
Okay, that's cool.
Wow, this is one spicy
He was
soup.
just analyzing like he always does.
Yeah, well,
And for what, 5-6 years now?
but
You ought to hear his shows from way back when.
why would I want to?
It's interesting to see how people were different. Like, there's a show that's out there, that's about four years ago. Like, Dr. Herkington and Debbie had come upon this show, and then there was Bill Wagner that was on the show. This one show had Goofy, had lots of different interesting people on there, and they were happy, and they weren't bitter. Those were nice days.
Yes, well, everything evolves. Right.
She has all my shows. Okay, congratulations. Is that your win? Oh, you're talking about his shows? Yeah. Well, go listen to it. It's about 4 years ago. It's on a Friday, I can tell you that. So. Then I came along. Well, even Mr. Midnight Movie admitted that you and I co-hosted a show together. Everybody knew. I mean, you just keep up this lie. And why would it matter? Oh, she's chimping. Or whatever. You see, I don't get this show. Can you explain this to me? She's always writing that Mr. Midnight Movie hates me. Or that he says hello. How is that winning?
I don't know. This is your guys' fight. I'm just watching and eating my spicy chicken soup.
Wow. This is crazy. Why do you think I care if he hates or likes me? I am indifferent to it. Let me speak slowly so the dumpster can understand. It does not matter to me. I am indifferent to that. Well, what do you get a reaction about? I just think you're stupid. It's a stupid thing to say because you're not winning. I did cry because I heard him. I heard him really bad. And I didn't have to do that. That was bad. That was so bad of me. Still makes me upset when I think of what I did to him. So, but he and I have talked since, and we're good. Well, I don't care what he says. That's what he said between him and I. Maybe he tells you something different to shut you up. Which I think most men do. They tell you what you want to hear. Do you see how boring this is?
I don't know. I'm just eating my spicy chicken soup.
See, I know who they were talking about. This guy is following me now on Twitter. I swear to God, this is the real Donnie Baker. And I'll tweet it right to your face. That's the transgender friend that I had that used to live here in Tulsa. So, that's who that Donnie Baker is. Donnie is India. Which I encourage her to go to therapy and get help and find out who she really was authentically after she left Tulsa. He's a person that has a lot of issues.
Who, Donnie Baker?
Uh-huh.
Or is it Donna Baker?
No, it's Donnie. Donnie Baker is formerly used to refer to himself as India Baker. That's the correct way to say it. Ariel is Ariel.
I went down in my basement
Michael.
to check on and the water was right up to the bottom of my wood stove.
How could it get to the bottom of your wood stove? Are you having a flood? Or?
Yes, we got like a fucking all kinds of rain falling here.
Oh my gosh! Did you get stuff out of the basement?
Nope.
Oh my god!
Just turn
What
the
are you
sub
doing
pump on.
online right now?
What am I supposed to do?
Aren't you supposed to get stuff off of the floor and like what you can out of the basement?
Nope.
Oh, you're gonna freeze.
Nope.
Your wood stove?
I'm pumping the water out now.
Well, I know what a sump pump is. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. I must have missed that part of your podcast.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know.
Yep.
You know, we have a tornado shelter and we have to use a sump pump because it gets flooded. So those sump pumps can be very tricky. How many times have you had to replace it?
Oh, I've just lived here a year, so never.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Those sump pumps.
Man, that's spicy.
What did you put in it?
I dumped way too much spice in it.
Like what type of spice, though?
Can't say.
Okay. I'll leave it alone.
Shillbilly chicken soup spice. Woo!
Oh, I got
Uh-oh.
my ex-best friend that outed me on the show. She told you half-truths and half-lies, and you ran with it. She used a little bit of truth, and she twisted it. So.
What are you talking about?
Oh, she had I wouldn't say ex-best friend, because I don't think she was ever a friend. There was a person that she brought on. She went through a lot of the people on my Facebook feed and contacted them. The dumpster did.
No.
And she got a bite by the person who thinks that they're a man, this female.
Okay.
And this female went on hormones, now goes by the name of Donnie.
Is that the father of your baby?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
She's so